Chapter 6. The Discipline of Daily Systems. Motivation fades. Emotion lies. But systems don't. Systems don't care if you feel tired, unmotivated, or uninspired. They don't rely on how you feel, they rely on what you do. And that's why systems are the foundation of self-control. Because self-control isn't about feeling strong, it's about staying consistent. You can't depend on motivation to carry you. You can't depend on emotion to guide you. You need structure. You need rhythm. You need systems. That's the key. Your system is your strength. Look at the disciplined. They don't wake up every day negotiating with their feelings. They don't ask, "Do I feel like it?" They act, because their actions are automatic. That's the power of a system. A system is a framework that protects your focus from chaos. It's the schedule that keeps you grounded when emotions try to pull you off course. It's the set of habits that move you forward even when your mind wants to retreat. You have a choice: live by emotion or live by system. One leads to chaos. The other builds consistency. Your system is your strength. Most people overestimate their goals and underestimate their habits. They dream big but act small. They make promises to themselves and break them the moment motivation fades. Why? Because they never built systems strong enough to support the weight of their ambition. A goal gives you direction. A system gives you traction. Without systems, you stay stuck in the same cycle, starting fast, quitting early, and blaming everything but yourself. But once you build systems, you break that cycle permanently. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your systems. That's not weakness, that's human design. Because the brain seeks patterns. It craves routine. It thrives on structure. When your system is solid, discipline becomes automatic. You don't have to fight every day to stay on track. You just follow the pattern. You trust the process. That's freedom, not restriction. The undisciplined see systems as cages. The disciplined see systems as tools. Structure doesn't trap you, it frees you. It frees you from indecision. It frees you from doubt. It frees you from wasted energy. You no longer spend mental effort deciding what to do. You just do it. That's how you win. Your system is your strength. Let's get practical. Your morning is your foundation. How you start your day decides how you end it. The undisciplined start their day scrolling, reacting, consuming. The disciplined start their day building, planning, creating. That's a system. It doesn't matter what your system looks like, it matters that it works for you. Maybe it's writing. Maybe it's training. Maybe it's study. But it must be non-negotiable. You show up. No matter what. Because your identity depends on it. Your systems are not just habits, they are statements of identity. Every repetition tells your brain, "This is who I am." You're not just doing push-ups, you're becoming disciplined. You're not just reading, you're becoming focused. You're not just planning, you're becoming intentional. Systems don't just build results. They build identity. And once your identity shifts, everything changes. You no longer need motivation. You have momentum. You no longer need reminders. You have rhythm. You no longer chase discipline. You are discipline. That's the transformation most people never reach, because they quit before the system sticks. They expect instant change. They don't realize habits grow like roots, not fireworks. You have to protect your system, fiercely. Guard it like it's your foundation, because it is. Protect your morning. Protect your schedule. Protect your focus. Every time you skip your system, you weaken your identity. Every time you follow it, you reinforce your control. That's how discipline compounds. It's not about doing massive things occasionally. It's about doing small things relentlessly. You don't need to change everything, just one thing, consistently. Because consistency beats intensity. Every time. Anyone can go hard once. Few can go steady forever. That's why systems matter. They turn intensity into consistency, and consistency into power. Your system is your strength. You must understand, Emotion will betray you. There will be days when you feel tired, hopeless, disconnected. But your system will be there, waiting, steady, faithful. The system doesn't care if it's raining. It doesn't care if you're sad. It doesn't care if you failed yesterday. It just asks one thing: did you show up today? That's the discipline of systems. It forces you to act your way through emotion. Because emotion is temporary. Systems are permanent. Every disciplined person you admire, athlete, soldier, creator, entrepreneur, they don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. They rely on process. They rely on their system. That's why they win when others give up. And that's why you will too. Build your system. Protect your system. Live by your system. Because your system is your strength. Once your system becomes your identity, self-control becomes effortless. You don't need to fight your emotions. You just follow your rhythm. You don't need to push yourself. You just keep the pattern alive. That's freedom. That's what mastery looks like, when discipline becomes your default. When others struggle to start, you're already moving. When others search for motivation, you're already executing. When others give up, your system carries you forward. You don't think, you act. You don't hope, you do. You don't wish, you work. That's the power of systems. Every system is a promise. A promise to your future self that you'll show up no matter how you feel. Keep that promise. Every day. Because the person who honors their systems honors their destiny. Your habits are the architecture of your life. Your systems are the walls that protect it. And your discipline is the foundation beneath it all. Build it right. Build it strong. Build it steady. Because your system is your strength.